It's not looking good, folks. Can you guess what we're talking about today? I think you know. Patrick Kane. Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is the most badass hockey broadcast in all the land. I am Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point Live. 718-395-7660. I know you're going to want to talk about what we're going to talk about because this is pretty serious, folks. And I apologize ahead of time if we're a little short on jokes because this will probably end up being the biggest story all year, unfortunately, for the National Hockey League. From the dirtiest of dirty, filthy, rotten, stinking down the shore, New Jersey, none other than comedian and legendary Jake Link, and from the Midwest. From the Midwest, from St. Louis, newsman, bluesman, Jeff the Huffman. All right, guys, I just want to start off real quick. We'll just cut the music down and all the jibber jabber. I just want to get this out of the way, and then we'll take your calls, and then we'll talk about it, and you can fill things in the chat, and then we'll go on with Jeff's news. I want to talk about due process, the court of public Twitter, and fanboys acting insane, not helping things. One of the first thing I saw, and maybe because I was looking for it, and maybe because I was expecting it, was this sort of overreaction when the details were thin, when we didn't even know who the subject of the investigation was, when we knew that Patrick Kane was somehow a part of this. Of course, that's changed now. The court of public Twitter, mostly the social justice crowd, has convicted this guy before we have absolutely any evidence. They are now running the theme and the moral panic of rape culture, entitlement, and all those other things. When we know nothing. Nothing. We don't know anything at this point. We know a little more now than we did, but at this point, it was disgusting what I saw on Twitter before we knew anything. That being said, there was another disgust out there. There was fanboys. Disgusting fanboys that are running around, she's a whore, she's doing it for the money. We don't know that either. This girl deserves the benefit of the doubt and the truth to come out and the evidence to stand on its own. There is no doubt about that. Saying Patrick Kane is guilty is a spit in the eye of due process. It is every bit as disgusting and repulsive as saying this girl's a gold-digging whore. That's saying she's lying and not giving a chance for the evidence to come out. I do sympathize with some Blackhawk fans that want to believe that Patrick is a better person than this. I put myself in that category. But what category I can't put myself in is I don't know it. And neither do you, social justice wacko left. And neither do you, Bill's beer-swilling Chicago Blackhawks idiot. We simply don't know anything. The ramifications of this are going to be horrible for the league. We're going to be inundated with this crap. We're going to be told that we need to teach our boys better and all this other propaganda before the evidence comes out and as it comes out. And from what I can see, it really just simply matter. Everybody's got their agenda. Your agenda is either for the Chicago Blackhawks winning the Stanley Cup next year, woohoo! Or your agenda is to show, once again, that all men are horrible, especially athletes. Now, that being said, there is some new evidence that has come out, and I'm going to play it for you. This comes from Eyewitness News in in Chicago. And this is the latest stuff. And then me, Jake, and Jeff are going to talk about it.
Kane hires an attorney just as new details emerged this morning about the alleged sexual assault that happened in his hometown. ABC 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jade Hernandez is live in the media center and following all the new developments this morning. Jade?
Well, this emerges from a newspaper article detailing the night a woman says Patrick Kane raped her. The night last Sunday began at a bar and ended when she says Kane invited her and a friend back to his home in Hamburg. The paper says the woman claims the attack left her with bite marks on her shoulder and a scratch on her leg. The attack around 4 in the morning had her calling a relative immediately after and then going to the hospital. These details emerge after we learned yesterday Kane hired a very high-profile attorney, Paul Cambria, the same lawyer who represented Kane when a cab driver accused Kane of assaulting him back in 2009.
Yeah, this time he's not pleading guilty. More than likely.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna plead guilty
No.
because
Well, that's what he did last
due
time.
process, like you said.
Yeah, and that's not good for a couple reasons. First of all, this girl didn't go to make a buck. She did exactly what she was supposed to do: go to the police. A lot of these cases that have popped up, especially the Ribeiro thing, it's tough for me to grasp because of taking it to a civil case and not actually going to the police. It's important that we know if we have a rapist in our midst in Hamburg, New York.
I mean, I'm not trying to justify any actions or anything like that, but I mean, it does bring up comes up to great athletes like Mike Tyson, who did go to jail for rape and sexual assault, but at the same time, I mean, this girl, I know it's going to come down to no matter what, she wasn't asking for it, but it kind of makes it does, she went to his house. What did she expect?
It doesn't matter,
Jake.
Jake. No, Jake. No.
I don't think she expected to get
absolutely
raped.
Not. You go to somebody's house, you don't expect to get raped.
I don't
it's
think
still
maybe it was
illegal.
Consensual and I mean, I'm not trying to be a fanboy, but there is cases like this, where
yes, okay,
it's consensual.
All right,
that's a possibility too.
That's look, and
we
the
don't
thing
know.
is,
We don't know.
We're making the mistake. The Twitter folks and the social justice left in the field. We're making a mistake right now. They're doing this. Now, I do understand. Look, I'm not one of these people that sits there and goes, teach your boys not to rape. Like some kind of fucking lecture is going to stop a serial rapist. No more than it's going to stop a serial killer. All right? You do have a responsibility as a guy, by the way, even if you're going out with a friend, another male friend, to keep track of what you're doing. You do have a certain amount of responsibility. Going to a party, coming back to my apartments happened way too many times in my life. I didn't rape anybody once. So so you do have to keep in mind. But here's the thing. If it went the way she said it, I went to a party, went back to his house, maybe she did have it. You can't get bit and raped. It's unacceptable. Yes, I agree with you. And I do think, and this is where the social justice warriors have really screwed absolutely everything up. In the United States, we've had 2 high-profile cases in the last 5 months. Actually, almost a year now, I'm sorry, with Rolling Stone, and I can't remember the girl that wrote that book, where we had public cases of false rape allegations. So now things are flipping. We're blaming the girl before we know the facts, and before we just blame the guy before we knew all the facts. So we've had these 2 incidents. We've had Duke Lacrosse. And it turned out to be bullshit. So yeah, there's a certain amount of apprehension that I understand. But we got to cut this girl the same break we're cutting Patty.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. And I don't think she's responsible. I mean, if it's the type of situation where she got ridiculously drunk and then she woke up afterwards and she was fine, she goes, I don't know what happened. I think I was raped. Yeah, well, that's a different story. And that evidence will come out. But right now, we don't know anything. And right now, it don't look good.
No,
I hope she was lying to some aspect, because I like to think that Patrick Kane isn't a maniac. And
we already know he is with the cab driver.
The cab driving thing I could a little bit, because he was only like 19 or 20. I could look past that, but it does show a sign. It's fair to show a sign that let's see. It does show a sign that maybe he has some kind of entitled mentality.
Yeah, it could be like you just said. I mean, it could be a case of he's got all the talent in the world. He's on top of the world right now. Got an ungodly amount of money, and you get this feeling of invincibility, like nothing in this world can touch you.
Nothing can, exactly. After winning the Stanley Cup,
49ers linebacker.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, Jake. I mean, after winning the Stanley Cup, anything like this,
of course. And it's in Buffalo, and they don't know what championships look like.
If you're new here, it's a comedy show, folks. We're just trying to be.
Yeah.
We're just trying to fucking be human.
She's more upset that he showed her this shiny trophy. He thought he was an alien.
It's funny. I'm cutting this friggin' promo here and trying to be all serious, and I got that stupid NHL.
I know. I'm sorry.
I got that, but I got that NHL 16.
10 minutes into the show, you have the NHL 15 with him in a fucking orange jacket. And you're like, we gotta be serious.
You're right. I don't know what to do. I mean, this puts me in a bad spot.
Guys,
you could probably expect a cover change there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Which will make Matt really happy.
They're gonna take Jonathan Taze out and put in Danny Heatley. They're gonna be so fucking pissed off.
Yeah, Varlamov. No, it'd be really funny if they just took out Kane and he just shows him holding the cup with one hand.
Yeah. I want to believe that he didn't do it. I just started to forgive him.
I do too.
I want to believe it too. But that means somebody's doing something awful.
But I mean, like Jeff said, it comes down to the self-entitlement. It comes down to, like how we worship these athletes like they're something special.
And we shouldn't.
Yeah,
and maybe that's what he's counting on. Maybe he's counting on, I don't want to say him because I don't want to speculate, but somebody like him in his situation. Maybe they're counting on, the athlete in that scenario is counting on jerks like me and you to look out for him. Some people are more worried about the league and their team right. Or maybe they're just pissed off because of what happened with Duke lacrosse or what happened with UVA a couple months ago. And they're just projecting, but it's just, we can't do that yet. It's because it's wrong. It's like saying you're asking for it. Saying Patrick Kane is guilty because he's self-entitled young man that makes a lot of money and plays hockey is just as like, you're a big whore, you went back, and you're asking for it. It's the same thing. It's just as lousy. We live in a country, thank God, with due process, and we got to give this a break. 718-395-7666.
Let the news come out.
Let the news come out. Right now, it don't look good.
No,
this girl did everything she was supposed to do, and she did it immediately. And that's the right way to do it. This does not look like the Kobe Bryant situation where the girl waited a couple days and went partying right afterwards.
But there's also that case, maybe.
No, that girl was lying. That girl was lying.
Maybe she just knew what she was doing in this case,
We don't know. We also got to witness. Here's another thing. We got to witness. There's another girl there. So she's gonna be able to testify to the mood of the situation. If she didn't see something, we don't know.
Yeah, she's a biased witness.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's up to the jury and the judge to decide.
On an unrelated topic, Frank Gifford from the New York Giants just passed away.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, Jesus.
Bring down the show a little bit.
Frank Gifford.
Uh-huh.
He was what's his name's wife, right?
Yeah, Kathy Lee.
Oh, I'm sorry for Kathy Lee.
Yeah.
Remember when you tried to get butt sex? That's how I always been Frank Gifford. Trying to get begging some fucking prostitute being set up for butt sex. Set him up. That's how I always Frank. Sorry. And that's what happens. Now I'll always remember Patrick Kane for the time he was accused of rape if he didn't do it. Yeah? And I don't believe we have a rape culture. The FBI statistics show we don't in North America. I don't believe that. I don't want. I hate the word. And look. We have four guys that have been hit up with violence against women in the past 24 months. Vlarnov, Voinov, Kane, and Ribeiro. That's 4 out of 300 guys.
You can almost start a team.
Yeah, I don't. It makes no sense how this should.
They can be called the Predators.
I mean, a wife beater is a wife beater, whether they play sports or they're a freaking janitor, librarian, teacher, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah, well, here's
just
the
because
thing.
I have long hair and listen to rock and metal doesn't mean I do drugs.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Or drink, and I happen to be straight edge. So,
and that's why we have due process. That's why we don't throw these guys under the bus right away, because it's wrong. I can understand anger. I can understand that. I hated that shit when I was in school where the jocks would get away with murder. There was a separate standard for them. Mm-hmm. I know. I can totally see it from that side. But you have to treat these things individually. You know, it's just like like it's just common knowledge when we're growing up. Like, you don't. If something's missing from the classroom, you just don't look to the black kid automatically. Well, he must have stolen. He's black. I mean, that's essentially what we're doing here. Mm-hmm. And the same thing goes for the accuser, the potential victim.
There's only two possible outcomes. She's lying, or he just feels like, I'm Patrick Kane. I have 2 Stanley Cup rings. Come over here.
There's 3, and the one's worse. One's worse than the other 2. I don't know what happened.
So,
and that's when it gets really hairy. So there's actually 3 outcomes. I think I was raped, or I'm lying about being raped. And here's the thing, the telling sign for me is when the police department went to the reporters and say, we don't know what you guys are hanging around here for. We're going to let you know. And that tells me they think he did it. They're just waiting to have the evidence, and they're not arresting him now because they know he ain't going anywhere. Bottom line. They're waiting for the kit to come back. And I got news for you. Just DNA itself.
Hunter Jones says, who thinks Patrick Kane will be erased from history like Hulk Hogan? There's just going to be a generic number 88 player for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh, Jesus. That sucks. I just started to like the son of a bitch again.
Yeah, and it's not like it happened to freaking like some nobody. This happened.
The face of the league. It's one of the faces of the league,
right?
One
of the top 5 players in the game now.
Maybe number 3 or 2.
Yeah,
the face of the league, and I got to be honest with you. It's more. I mean, Yevgeny Malkin's probably better than Patrick Kane, but I got news for you. Yevgeny Malkin doesn't, because he's weird, doesn't sell the game all that well. Patrick Kane does. Yeah, even with this stupid taxi driver incident.
For North America and in America.
Yeah. We're talking about the best
until the Olympics.
Yeah. We're talking about arguably the best American hockey player next to Mike Modano, and that's saying something. Mike Modano was a damn good hockey player, one of the best ever.
I said, it's a shame, for Blackhawks fans, and that if this is true, that they're going through it right now. It's just, it really is shitty. I mean, these high-profile athletes, and they have all the money in the world, and they just find ways to get in trouble, like Aaron Hernandez, and I don't get it. Alden Smith.
Well, that's the thing too. Like like a criminal mindset. Like this is. I mean, I don't always buy the entitled. So I'm going to rape and get away with it. I can see that happening in a real drunken situation, but most rapists, from what I've read, I mean, it's just it's a means of humiliation and hate. It's not like, oh, she's so hot, I want to have sex with her. It's like, she's there and I want to humiliate her. I mean, that's the way I always understood it. And somebody who's that sick, and that's the kind of mentality a serial killer has, is not going to just snap out of it if they're lectured by a bunch of social justice warriors. Because a psychopath would be like, yeah, you're right, absolutely, ha, ha, ha. I'm going to rape as soon as this lecture's over. So
all this talk about not raping got me in a hankering for some raping.
Yeah, I know. They used to do this when I was in the Army. They have these every Friday they would have these like lectures, and I mean they range from anything to don't sleep with animals, don't fuck a dog, to don't rape.
Did you have to take that class twice?
Well, no, they let you have. There was only one guy that did, one sergeant that did it, and he was batshit crazy. But there was only like, say that, and I remember thinking it's like everything they said, I've never done and would never do. So it wasn't affecting me, and I just had a little trouble believing that like the guy who was going to fuck a dog that weekend was going to be like, you know what? First Sergeant Chase says a bad idea. That means it's a bad idea. No. Sick fucks do that. There's no talking them out of it. It's just the only thing you do is hopefully find out about it and stop it. That's it. That's all you can do. 718-395.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm the official Do Not Rape Animals spokesperson. Please don't rape animals.
Yeah.
Pet them.
Yeah.
Not with your pecker.
I mean, yeah. I got this kind of stuff. I'm not even joking. I shudder to believe that Pat Kane is one of those guys.
That would rape an animal?
No, rape anybody. Fucking jerk.
I know what you're saying.
Call in 718-395-7660. We'll take your calls. I know you guys got something to say about this shit.
On this issue, I'd like to hear from Deb.
Deb's not happy.
Of course, she shouldn't be. You know, she's a young lady.
Yeah,
and
Deb,
she's a
Real Talk, Dead on Dave. I mean,
yeah.
pretty much your whole family. They're either Habs fans or Blackhawk.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hunter Drone, and big shout out. Oh, I got something.
The three main hosts are different teams than what the majority of everyone who listens.
Yeah. Hunter Drone, shout out to you, brother. Haven't seen you in the chat. I don't know if in a while. I try to remember everybody. I don't always succeed. Rick Badboy, Frenchie Ben, of course, our new writer, who's not working this weekend, but he's going to be, because I just didn't have enough time to.
Welcome aboard, Frenchie Ben. I've been so busy.
Welcome.
I haven't gotten the chance to officially welcome you.
Yeah,
so.
welcome.
See,
yeah, welcome.
There you go.
Told you, Frenchie Ben, you love.
Mr. Benoit.
You did Benoit.
That's his name, Benoit, right?
Debbie donated $5 to the channel.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate that. I didn't get a chance to announce that because it happened in between shows. And we'll be doing a shot from the point gamer with Frenchie.
Somebody put a hashtag Alex Williams don't fuck dogs 2K15.
Oh Jesus.
They really. I'm not even joking. I don't sleep with animals. Don't sleep with animals. What are you fucking kidding me? No, there was only one guy. He was an Asian.
Did they all did everyone, you know who I'm talking about? And they pointed at
no, we just looked at her.
Guys.
You know what I used to do when he would talk about that? I would actually zone out and pretend I wasn't there. And I was just like, God, this is so fucking humiliating.
There was a guy. He used to live like 3 or 4 houses down from us. And there was always a rumor that he was having sex with his bloodhound.
Why?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and then he moved out, and then apparently the landlord found a phone with a bunch of pictures on it, and he did have sex with his dog.
See, he should have joined the army. You've never done that.
Yeah, he would have known better to not have sex with his dog.
Right.
Yeah. I'm so sorry I brought that up. You lost 7 fucking listeners. Jeff,
listen, I'm not saying I would never ever do it.
Shut up!
It's completely wrong.
I just blew you up. Jeff,
There's
what's in the news? Let's go over the week in hockey news, if we can.
Okay. All right. Well, on Tuesday, the Canucks signed Brandon Sutter to roughly a $22 million extension.
Nice.
They just got him in a trade from the Penguins on July 28th for Nick Bonino and Adam Clendening. A second-round pick in the 2016 draft.
I don't even think that's interesting. How come nobody's talking about Bonino getting traded from? That was supposed to be a big trade last year for him going to the Ducks. You know, why would I wonder why Anaheim would dump him that quickly? I find that a little strange.
No, they got him from Bonino from Pittsburgh.
They got but then Pittsburgh. Where's Bonino going now? Where's Bonino going now? That's what I want to know. Jesse, you're in the air.
Come on. There we go.
Oh, what kind of dog was it?
Fuck off, you maniac.
I already said that.
I'm so sorry I brought that up.
Why does that matter?
I'm really sorry I brought that up. What was I fucking thinking? It really happened, though. This guy would lecture us. Don't rape anybody. Good thing I heard that. Don't tell me to dress down. Tell boys not to rape. Don't rape. Okay.
Hi, I'm the don't rape sandwich. Don't rape girls. Don't be like Patrick Kane. Be a Patrick Knott.
Don't rape sandwich. I think I want to make the don't rape sandwich a permanent part.
Don't rape sandwich. That's right. If you ask me, this girl might be full of baloney.
Well, where's Bonino now?
Pittsburgh.
But he was in Anaheim last year. So that's what I'm saying. Why did Anaheim get rid of her? That's what I'm talking about. I don't care. What else you got?
Okay, well, actually sticking with the Penguins, Sidney Crosby, or as I like to call him, the LeBron James of the NHL, since he basically runs that organization, praised the puppet that is Jim Rutherford for the moves he's made in the offseason.
Yeah, because of the ones he told him to.
Right, including bringing in Phil Kessel. Crosby saying, they got a ton of depth, and Kessel just adds to that. And, with guys like Hornquist, Malkin, Perron, Letang, I mean, he likes the move, bringing in Kessel, basically.
Well, I mean, in theory, it should be great.
I don't know if the other guys would like it, though, since Kessel's just going to clear out the catering section.
Yeah. I looked at Phil Kessel's Twitter, and there's a spelling error, which I fucking found really amusing.
Oh, really?
It was like, good guy, tries hard, play hockey in Pittsburgh, or something like that. And I really can't. I shouldn't be making fun of anybody's grammar, but I just found it funny.
I mean, that's great and everything. The Penguins can have all the depth they want, but they still have no heart whatsoever.
Except for Chris Letang.
Except for Letang.
Chris Letang is supposed to hold it up.
They have Chris Letang, who has a lot of heart, and Phil Kessel, who is about to have a heart attack.
Do you want to hear from Matt Kazar?
Yeah, no. No, of course.
Yeah, me too. Matt Kazar, you're on the air. Do you have an opinion on this thing?
Yeah, but by the way, Bonino came from Anaheim, then he got traded to Vancouver, then he went to Pittsburgh.
That's okay. Because he was in the Anaheim last year.
Thing.
But that was a big deal last year, right? And then he just kind of like, all right, we'll send him back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it was a big deal because they traded him for Kessler.
That's right. He was in the Kessler trade.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But as for Kane, I like hockey because it's so different from all the other sports, in my opinion. The players, exactly, and also the players, they have different attitudes.
You're Canadian.
You're Canadian.
Can I finish my thing? I'm trying to say my opinion here.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Jesus. Hey, you see.
Would your mic break down? Your phone went out. Go ahead. Try again. Maddie?
You there?
Something.
Jesus.
I don't know. Stand in front of the satellite. That's all.
What's going on?
I don't know what's going on, Matt. That's what I'm always wondering.
Oh, okay. I'm back. Sorry.
We're gonna have to get you a new. We got donations. We can get you a. Do you have a mic coming in? Because I know you ordered one. Because I think I'm gonna get one for Jeff instead. If you got one coming in.
Yeah, no, it's fine to get one for Jeff, and I got one coming in.
Okay, good. All right, just let people know where the money's going. All right. Okay, say what you're gonna say because it was fucking fascinating before the hockey guys.
Okay. Yeah. The players, say if I were to compare it to basketball players. They're different. They come to games in suits. They're classy. They come in suits. Patrice Bergeron played in the Stanley Cup with broken ribs and punctured lungs, and they want to win so bad. LeBron James leaves with a cramped leg or whatever.
Right.
And had to be carried off, let me remind you.
Yeah.
Carried off.
Thank you.
He's worth $100 million.
Yeah, I'm sad when I see stuff like what happened to Voilanov and what happened to Kane, because especially with Kane, he has everything. He has the money. He has the Stanley Cups. He has the looks with the luscious blonde curls. Like, why on
I don't
earth?
think it would be a rape with Matt.
I could answer that. Why on earth?
Why on earth would he go and do something like that when he has everything?
Because it's never enough. It's never enough for somebody. I'm not talking about Kane specifically, but why would somebody do that in a position like that? They're a maniac. It's not enough to have everything. It's enough to like be able to control and hurt people. It's called psychopaths.
Yeah, and I don't know
that's
if
all
it's
it is. And you can't grasp it. You can't grasp it because you're not a psychopath. And that's why.
You're
so
a good boy.
When we hear about maniacs, that's the thing that's so frightening because it just would never happen under any circumstances in our regular lives. That's why it just kind of sucks, But that's really just it at the end of the day. I mean, that's why people do stuff like that. And it doesn't matter how much, you could be poor and a rapist and a murderer, and you could be rich and a rapist and a murderer. It doesn't really seem to matter how much you give these guys. And it is a damn shame.
It's kind of embarrassing for the fans because I guess he sold a lot of jerseys. I'd be embarrassed to put on his jersey.
I would be embarrassed to put his jersey on.
I would too. I mean,
I always wanted one too.
I mean, it's just I wouldn't be surprised if they did like, hey, trade in your Patrick Kane jerseys and get a, I don't know,
Jonathan Taze.
Yeah, Jonathan Taze, Corey Crawford, because they did that with Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, you could trade it in.
Yeah,
not a bad idea.
They did it with all the. It's like a thing now.
Yeah.
Oh, your favorite player on your team raped somebody. Come on down and trade in that for a non-rapist player.
Yeah. And I hate to bring this up again, but if I know he's not guilty right now, but if ever they have enough proof or whatever, I would consider trading the cover, changing the cover athletes for NHL.
Oh, they're gonna change the cover anyway.
Little Estito says, Estito or whatever. I'm always saying his name wrong. Little Estito says that you're gonna start petitioning for Carey and PK.
I saw that.
Is that what you want to do? You want to start that now?
What are they going to be holding up?
Not their hands. They'll hold their hands or something. But, dude, I went to EV Games to get a game, and they have this big banner of NHL 16. And I'm sorry, that's the dumbest photo I've seen in my life because the camera's kind of from under them. So if you look closely, I'm sure you can see their boogers or something. And they just finished playing, so they're all sweaty and disgusting. If they're going to put the two players, why don't they Photoshop it or something like the other covers?
Why don't we all... I have an idea. Let's do... I'm going to put this in the screen. Why don't we do... does Carey spell his name Carry? Am I spelling this wrong?
I think we should put Matt Kazar on the cover.
What's that?
Yeah.
This one, it's just Cary? How does he spell his name?
Carey.
EY or something, yeah. That's it. Okay, here's what we're going to do.
I wouldn't even put
I want everybody in the chat to write this on their Twitter accounts and pretty much everywhere. And we're going to start this right here. Probably not going to work, but I want to do it anyway because it's fun. It's Carey and Subban for NHL 16.
Yeah.
I want you to tweet that to EA Sports. Carey and Subban for NHL 16. We're going to start this right now for Matt Kazar.
And I could be the fan behind the glass with my dumb Arab hat or something.
Yeah.
Matt Kazar for NHL 16.
Do you have anything else, Matt?
No, I'm good.
Getting your fucking thing in?
My microphone?
How's your love life this summer?
My love life, it's kind of like Martin Erat's career. It's going nowhere.
All right. You take care. I love you.
Okay, bye.
And I would never rape you. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's all, folks. 718-395-7660 or Skype is a shot from the point. One word. Chicago Blackhawks fans, really sad. Matt, really happy with the idea that Subban will be on the cover. And something tells me no matter what that picture looks like, no matter what that picture looks like, Matt will say it looks good. I wish they would put the one with Carey with the cigarette in his mouth in the car on the cover of NHL 16, personally. Like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. Show you care. Let people know what we're doing here. Next week's last week, and I'm shutting down shop, by the way.
That's right.
You bastards. What else you got in the news, Jeff?
Los Angeles Kings president and GM Doug Lombardi was named the GM for the U.S. at the World Cup of Hockey next year.
Woohoo!
Yeah, he's joining the staff that includes Stan Bowman, your Blackhawks GM, David Pollier, Predators GM, and Ray Shero, your new Devils GM.
Wow. Super. Lots of Amerikaners. Super great. I don't know. Who's going to coach the North American Young Stars or whatever stupid thing they're doing? They just bring in Slovenia or Slovakia or something. I hate that. It's got to be like this weird NHL. The World Cup would be great if it was actually a World Cup and they did it every 4 years or something. And I don't like the idea of doing it during the summer. Why don't they just stop this stupid thing like they do with the Olympics? Everybody's going to fucking come into camp.
Instead of the Olympics, maybe they should just have the amateurs compete in the Olympics and just have the NHL and all the players throughout the world compete in a World Cup.
Do you realize that this time next year, the season would have started for us again? Like, because it's going to go, the World Cup's going to probably be a month. and then it's going to run right into.
Hell, I think the World Cup during the summer would be great.
I don't think so.
For us?
Oh yeah, but it means that means we're going to be fucking broadcasting with no downtime from fucking from August to December. Then we get our break, and then all the way to fucking June. Well, you guys don't have a problem with that. Maybe I do. You know,
it's
like a full
year.
year.
I'll come out and say we're both gonna have babies around.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, I'm coming out. Yeah, my wife is pregnant. 10 weeks. I mean,
10 weeks. You're doing what? March? You're doing March?
March. Yeah.
You knock that shit out before the fucking playoffs. You know.
Yeah, that was the whole entire reason. Now, listen, for the playoffs, so I mean, March hockey is kind of meaningful.
We
but
gotta get this bitch done in fucking July, baby.
That's all right.
Let's go to the doctor to get this done.
I want him walking before they pronounce the cup.
Don't worry, the Devils won't be in it. Jeff, what else you got in the news?
All right, the National Hockey League and Major League Baseball agreed to kind of an unusual partnership.
Yeah.
Basically, what they're doing is that MLB's taking over, like, all this streaming rights. Basically, if I'm reading this right.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, my screen froze.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Now, Major League Baseball's Advanced Media and MLB's Internet and Interactive Media Company will distribute the hockey league's internet streaming service and run the NHL's cable television network as part of an alliance announced on Tuesday.
And you know why that's big news, Jeff?
Jay Davis, not trying to brag, but I never had to force a chick to do me. Never. What do you do? You show that title and she goes.
I never had to force one, but I definitely had to beg a few. You know what that story means to us? MLBAB or whatever the fuck they're called has been relentless. AM. Yeah.
They're going to operate NHL.com and teams' websites through NHL, and its teams retain editorial control across all platforms.
They have been relentless in prosecuting, I shouldn't say that, going after fucking jackasses like me that upload clips. Let me tell you something. I start hearing Captain Canada's channel go down, or everybody else. You can kiss those clips goodbye, because I have no attachment to them. I like to play with the video editor and make jokes, and then sometimes show you cool shit. Something I just want to share stuff. I go, well, I ain't fucking losing my channel.
What we'll just have to do? You'll just have to reenact what you saw.
That might be funny. But notice there's no MLB clips. And here's another thing. If you watch my video, which I don't know why you wouldn't, the NHL's got an agreement with YouTube. So, and then in this article that I read, it said something like, well, we're making changes all the time. That's what Gary Bettman said. Well, that could be taken one of two ways. It could mean that they're going to listen to those jerk-offs in MLB, or they're going to fucking, start going after YouTube jerk-offs. Which, I don't know where that leaves YouTube, because they have, like, a written contract. So, I don't know. It doesn't take place till the 1st of January. And I'm probably not going to upload any goddamn... I doubt very much that I'm going to upload, the first to upload a Winter Classic clip this year. Not me. I'm not getting in that race. I'm waiting until everybody's getting their channel taken down, and then I'm going to run to my computer and delete everything. Well, that's what I'm going to do.
Like a pedophile.
Yeah, I'm going to delete it like a fucking pedophile and a knock at a door. Debbie! Texas! You're on the air. How are you? Buddy?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah,
the
you're
summer
bummed.
of hell continues.
You just can't wait till the season starts, huh, kiddo?
You're telling me.
Yeah, you're ready to go. You're really hardcore.
They just have to win. They have to win games for me to forget about this summer right now.
I don't know.
Well, the Blackhawks. I mean, come on.
No.
You won the cup. Knock it off.
You should see these hockey heroin addicts, I like to call them. Jones and on Twitter. That's all I talk about. Her and Little Estito. Oh man, it sucks this summer. There's no hockey going on. They're really nuts. Shouldn't I be more into it than you guys? Yeah.
Maybe go down to a local roller hockey rink and just watch them play.
Yeah, I used to do that. Yeah, go down to a rink, watch. I like watching the kids play. I know that sounds weird. Yeah. I know that sounds weird. In today's fucking
hide your computer, Tommy.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking. That's how fucked up the world is. I was like, yeah, I like watching young young kids play. I enjoy it. So how do you feel? I mean, obviously, I know you love Patty, and you know we do too. But it's not looking good, kiddo. Not looking good at all.
Well, only 2 people know what really happened.
Then that's the truth. Absolutely.
That's the only truthful thing I know right now.
That's it. That's 100% true.
And I want to believe he didn't do it, but we don't know that.
No. I understand that.
And I want to believe the girl didn't get raped, but I don't know that either.
No. Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. It just comes down to that, and that's how disturbing.
The whole situation sucks.
Yeah.
Really badly.
It just sucks. You can see a situation where, the evidence is kind of vague. He gets off, but everybody still thinks he did it. Kind of the opposite of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson got convicted. Nobody believes he did it.
Exactly.
And it's because rape is a half step below murder. The reason people freak out about it is because it ruins your life. You never feel people should be able to have sex and enjoy it, and you steal that from them. You take that away from them. You ruin their perspective, their views on the opposite sex. You ruin their life, and that's why this stuff's got it. That's why I didn't come up with the, that's why I didn't go crazy. We lost Jeff with all this stuff.
Yeah, he says his computer just shut off.
I let him reset it. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Debbie. I wish I had better news for you. I wish I could have more jokes for you. But this affects the league. This affects the Chicago Blackhawks. This affects hockey fans, and this is tragic. But the most important thing is we find out what happened, and if we find out it's criminal, we've got to make sure people get punished.
Well, even if he didn't do it, and then she was lying this whole time.
Yeah.
And every time he goes on the ice, I'll be thinking about this. So.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
You can't look at it the same way. You can't look at the cute little blonde boy. This is a girl that this is a guy that likes to hurt people.
And it's frustrating because I thought he kind of grew up from the cab driver situation.
See, I don't buy this grow up thing. That's the one thing is the connection between the incident then and the incident now. Yes, it does show a sense of entitlement, but I don't think entitlement leads to rape. I think guys are sick fucking psychopaths. That's all.
No, those are 2 different things.
Yeah. Sick psychopaths.
You don't just wake up in the morning and decide to rape someone.
Yeah. It's not like, let's try this. I did wake up one morning and wanted to break into my neighbor's garage, and I did do that once.
Okay, well, that's totally different.
Yeah. But I didn't find anything cool, and I left. And then I locked the door to make sure nobody knew.
Oh
you know what else I did? When I was a kid, the neighbors, they were moving to Texas, and they took me aside and they said, "We're going to give you $100." And I was all of 12. You're going to take the garbage out that we stored in the garage because we don't have time to move it. We're going to trust you. Here's the garage door opener, okay? Oh, no. And I did. That's what I did. So I did it. I did everything right. I took the garbage out every week, right? And then I just put the thing up and I forgot about it, the garage door opener. And then the neighbors moved in that replaced them. And I had fun with them for fucking years. I would just open and close. They must have thought that place was fucking haunted. I loved riding my bike in an aimless circle, hitting the button, watching them walk up to touch their chin. I did that for years. And then I ended up moving my dad because of a divorce. And my brother stayed behind, and he did it. Well, after that, I bet they still talk about that at family get-togethers. Remember the ghost garage door? Yeah!
Did somebody die in that garage?
Real talk, $5. Thank you, brother.
Wow.
It's just it's just nice. It's just nice. Love you, real talk. You got anything else for us, Deb? I'm sorry.
Well, I'll tell you a secret.
Sure, go ahead.
Kane hasn't really been my favorite player.
Oh, okay.
I like him, but it's not Jonathan Cade's level.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Okay.
I think you picked the right guy.
I think so too.
I would have to say a majority of women are not a big fan of Kane as of right now.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I'm not a fan. I mean, I hear these rape stories. You know who I think of? I think of Laura. And how anybody put their hands on the wheel and how insane I would go. That's the first place I go when I think of rape. But I think what is part of the problem is because of this crazy stuff that's going on in college campuses, Duke lacrosse, the situation happened to Colby Bryant, UVA, and that other one, the other fourth incident that over the book, and I can't remember it. Sometimes this is bullshit. So like you want to sit there and it's natural. I don't care if this sounds patriarchal. Me as a man, I want to protect women. I want to help women. It's a natural thing for me. I still open doors. I cross ladies off the street. I lifted the fucking thing down so people get up on the windshield. I like that, and I'm not going to change. I don't care if that's politically correct or not. I like doing that. So when I hear something like this, it enrages me because I want to help people. And I know that's like not the thing to do. And that's like really old and fucking passe.
Hunter Drone has an interesting question. I don't think that Patrick Kane's going to be meeting with any children anytime soon.
No, he had to cancel his. That's one thing we didn't cover. He had to cancel his.
He's not going to be going to the Boys and Girls Club anytime soon in Chicago.
No, he's going to be somebody's bitch if this turns out to be true.
Before I go,
yes,
I agree with you, Tommy, when you said that the girl did the right thing.
Yes,
that tells me something did happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, kiddo. That's what I was going.
Matt Kazar, Kane looks like a bearded Ellen DeGeneres with a gay mullet.
Thanks.
Chat line of the day.
Yeah, congratulations. Now, Deb, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, disappointed, and I hope things work out for everybody. But somebody's going to lose in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and good job making Kane your favorite player. Or Tate's your favorite player.
What I'm mostly disappointed is, he raped the girl from Buffalo.
Fuck off! I gotta rein this jerk in, Deb. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
That's what you get when you put a comic on your fucking show.
She's from Buffalo.
Maybe I should have cut you, Ted.
Come on, aim higher.
How do you know she's not? Oh, fuck! I'm not getting in this conversation.
No, like it was in the Buffalo area, you know.
I'm not. I
know you've been really well versed in northern upstate New York.
I'm not going there.
I know it's horrible.
This is serious. This is really hard. I understand.
I know it's serious.
I understand.
I
understand it's hard on you. I understand because you're supposed to make laughs. I understand that. But Jesus Christ.
I know.
You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job.
I'm not saying he's right. I mean, he's wrong. Everybody got it, you know.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Girls, all girls out there. Girls.
Yelled at because you allegedly raped somebody.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. He doesn't understand how this is affecting me.
So where was that fucking Huffman? I didn't write any news down. 718-395-7660. Shot from the point, one word. If you really want to get a laugh, some feminists went after Jacques Millet. Well, he wrote a tweet, something to the effect, I'm trying to remember, the social justice Twitter sphere has already convicted Patrick Kane. And I retweeted it. Probably wouldn't have retweeted it now. This maniac accosted us, and it is some of the funniest shit on Twitter I ever had. John Freeman Music actually made a comic cartoon over it. It's pretty funny. Maybe I'll show it to you all if I can find it here. John Freeman actually made a cartoon over this particular event. And if I can't find it, I should have this loaded already, huh? Now I can't find it. It's ridiculous. Shout out to Little Lucido for writing one of our fucking jokes today with the Matt Kazar thing. Here it is. Yeah, here's the comic. And it's kind of a true story. And I think they're wackos, and these guys that are fucking just thinking about the team first are wackos. They're nuts. Crazy. Ridiculous. Where's Jeff? I'm not comfortable with that Jeff here.
Yeah, no, I know. We did a show for almost 3 years without Jeff, and now we're like,
no.
humming. Yeah. Ooh, boy, where's Jeff? Jeff, we can't be in a room together. We're like Opie and Anthony. We're gonna start fighting. I say we just go do our own shows.
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
I'll get
shit.
taken off of YouTube and I'll yell for me for my new channel. You know.
Yeah.
I talked to Dr. Deke.
Okay.
We had a conversation. I had this really fucking cool vision idea for a commercial because we're gonna start doing commercials again, and she laughed like hell and put the kibosh on it immediately, so I can't even talk about it.
I like that the feminist tears. I just see it came
Do you like
now.
that?
Well, nope. Why not?
That's exactly what happened. Jesse, Jay, what do you got?
I got Jeff Huffman here tied up.
Yeah, you do. Do you have a comment?
Hey, Huffman's back.
Yes, he is. You were supposed to say something whimsical and funny, Jesse.
I did. I'm all out of. You got to watch Dead on Dave. I let it all out there.
Oh. So what are you doing for me? That's what I'm doing now. Everybody now has got to do something for me. Jack Malay, Dr. Deke, Frenchie Ben, Jake, Dave. What is it? What's in it for me? What's in it for the show? What are you bringing to the table?
What can you do?
Dr. D called me a genius. You know that?
I'm actually. I'm thinking of doing what's this?
I guess they're
fantasy-
using that term.
Yeah.
Fantasy what?
What?
Fantasy, whatever the fuck all you fuckheads play. I'm thinking of doing that and get me interested in sports because money's incentive.
Well, we're not going to play for money. We're doing a shot from the point thing, and we decided not to play for money this year because of problems last year. Me and Dave are running the league this year.
Somebody was a cheapo. No.
No,
somebody was a Cheeto.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Good one,
Yeah. We have
we'll just do $50.
And the money has not been exchanged yet either. So we're doing our own thing next year.
Oh, PayPal sucks, doesn't it?
Oh, and that reminds me, I'm the biggest douche in the world. I haven't given the T-shirt away. We're gonna. I'll get this done.
Who won that, by the way?
Fucking, I don't know because I keep on fucking working on other things, and then I get calls from work, and then I get interviews.
Let's just say Jesse won it. Jesse, congratulations!
I really apologize.
You won the shot from the point game.
The T-shirt, and we're gonna. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen because our man that donated $40, Jason Johnson. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna help me with the program next year, and we're gonna host it somewhere, and you can just be able to fill it in or something, or come up with some better way. So Jason Johnson, who donated $40, is going to help us out.
Giving us money and helping us out.
Get Matt Kazar, Mike.
Yeah, well, we got one in the way. We're getting Huffman.
I have one, but I don't know how. I have like my old rock band mic.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's shipping to Canada, and you know.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll talk, we got money. We got money now. We can help. I can help with that stuff. Don't worry about it. We can do. We got money coming in. It's good stuff. Jesse J, you got anything?
Crabs.
I love Jesse. Jesse sent me the greatest fucking Jesse sent me the greatest fucking I gotta show you the bastards this. Jesse sent me the greatest fucking a meme of all time. And I gotta get it up. I posted.
He gets some good ones.
He gets really good ones. I mean, his. If you don't know this,
one
like
I'm gonna put in the chat, and I want you to look at later.
Oh, really? He finds the most disgusting and appalling fucking memes ever, and I fucking love them, every one of them. Now you saw my my mine before here. You got to see this one.
The Patrick Kane one?
No, this one's even better. It's a picture of a fucking female lion. It says, anyone seen my husband? Oh, yeah. Anyone see my husband? Said he was going to the dentist. Ah!
I saw one. It said Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. Hey, Barack, are you okay? I heard a lion African was killed. No, Michelle, it was an African lion.
An African lion. A lion African was killed. You okay, Barack? Oh, Jesus Louises. What else
I'm gonna post something in our chat, and I don't want to post it on Facebook because it's pretty funny, but it's fucked up.
All right, what else you got in the news?
Okay, so after my computer just decided to overheat and die.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The Ducks signed right wing Jacob Silverberg to a 4-year, $15 million contract.
I like Silverberg.
set a career high last year with 13 goals and 26 assists. And yeah, he broke out in the postseason with 4 goals, 14 assists in the 16 games that the Ducks played.
Seems like the same guys who were moving around last summer are moving around this summer. Silverberg, Bonino. It's kind of bizarre.
They're journeymen. They put up good points, and they're just journeyman players.
Yeah. I like Silverberg. I think he can add to any team. I think he's going to have an impact. Shout out to Black Mamba.
Well, he's proven that he can get it done in the postseason.
Yes, I know. That's one thing I noticed about him. He's I think he was Ottawa a couple years ago when it was the Rangers. He's definitely he's in there when it counts. He's not the most. He's no Patrick Kane, but
no.
You realize that he may be an ongoing joke on this channel for years to come. It's almost sad.
Oh yeah,
it's almost sad.
Oh yeah.
Him and Bill Cosby are gonna go bowling. What else you got, Jeff?
Okay, so now that the free agency is starting to wind down, teams are pretty much set. I thought it might be thought we might try something here. Go start from the bottom on up and talk about who's most important to their teams for their success. I don't know, what do you think?
Okay. Do you got a list, or should I come
Yeah, I got a list of a couple teams here.
Okay, go ahead. I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, your bottom 5 teams, starting with the formerly Connor McDavid sweepstakes, the Buffalo Sabres.
Mm-hmm. Who's the most important player?
My opinion, their most important player going into this year is Evander Kane. He didn't really get it done in Atlanta/Winnipeg. He did have a breakout year in 2011 with 57 points, but he never really
never lived up to
I don't know, just never didn't seem like a good situation over there. And obviously, the situation with Buffalo, he kind of got the rep of being a bad locker room guy, and that's that's something that Buffalo does not need at this point. I mean, they already have horrible front office, horrible fan base, and the last thing they need is a horrible guy in that locker room. And
he shows flashes of brilliance, but I disagree. I think it's Jack Eichel, even though we never saw him play. I know that sounds crazy because they bank so much in this kid. Honestly,
they still need a lot more talent too.
Yeah, I mean, but to be serviceable, Eichel's got to be really good this year. He's got to be the impact player.
I think he will be.
I don't know. I'm not sure. What else you got? What other teams you got?
Okay, I got the Arizona Coyotes here. And what?
Fucking Mark Messier, Wayne Gretzky, and a brick wall couldn't help them.
Well, I think their problem.
Don't say Shane Doan, please.
Well, I'm not gonna say Shane Doan.
Anthony Duclair.
No, but bringing him in, I mean, they are acquiring more talent. Sure. They drafted Dylan Strome, who's no slouch. I mean, compared to he's not a McJesus, but they're still bringing in that young talent. They brought in Duclair.
I want to go through a lot of the teams faster though. So who's the who's your guy?
Okay, I got Mike Smith.
Yeah.
Goaltender.
Okay.
Horrible season last year. 14 wins in 62 games. His save percentage was .904.
What does that say?
And his goals against was 3.16.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good that they're adding all that talent.
Yeah, but they still gotta build
around the team. But if Smith isn't stopping anything,
they're gonna suck. They're gonna suck.
Yeah,
there's gonna be no rebirth over there. There's not gonna be nothing. They're gonna suck for years to come. Hopefully, they'll be in Quebec by next year.
Or Vegas.
Yeah. Or Vegas. I'm not hoping for that either. What else? Just rattle these off. Best player per team. I kind of like this.
Next team, Edmonton Oilers, and you might be thinking I might say someone like Nugent Hopkins, Hall, McJesus, Yakupov, all the first round picks. But I'm actually looking at a guy on the defensive side, and that's Andrej Sekera.
Really?
Because yeah, I mean this team, they do have a lot of talent. We've seen what they can do at times, but you look back on their defense. There were a bunch of blue and orange cones, and maybe Sekera can come in there, and kind of
you're wrong, though.
Stabilize them a little bit.
I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. It's going to be Cam Talbot.
I thought about that too.
Yeah.
I thought
about
that too.
Well, I mean, look, you're not wrong in a sense where they need a defenseman to pick it up. I don't know if he's the guy to do it. Maybe you know more about him than I do, but I know about Cam Talbot, and I think there's a possibility that he could carry a team. What other team? This is interesting.
Okay.
Hunter Trout said the Coyotes are doing a rebuild around John Scott.
Well, I mean, Arizona also does have a bunch of other things to worry about, like, maybe not playing in Arizona.
Yeah. That's not the player's problem, though. They should just don't worry about it. Hey, yeah, John Oliver did do a good video on that. I hate that shit. That self-entitled idiots. And I did a video that was even better than John Oliver about that whole situation. Next team.
All right. Next team would be the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Best, most important player.
Right, and you know,
Lou Amarillo.
Who do you got, Jeff?
You know, this may go against the NHL 16 simulation that the Toronto front office did.
Yeah,
but I was actually.
Yeah, what do you got?
I was actually looking at two guys. One being Nazem Kadri.
Yeah.
And the other being James Van Riemsdyk, because you know we've seen. What's that
sound?
No, I was gonna. I don't know what that is.
I keep on.
But I was gonna say JVR is definitely like. I think he's a good player stuck in a bad situation.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of.
I'm losing track of what Jeff was saying. What are you saying, Jeff?
Yeah.
I want to just make fun
No,
of
I was
Jeff
saying, you know, you got the issues with Kadri. I mean, he's shown flashes of, you know, phenomenal talent. Only got 39 points last year, and you know, with the off-ice issues.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, with the front office, that didn't go well. We saw how that went.
They're gonna suck no matter what. There's another team I have more faith in the fucking Phoenix Coyotes. I swear to God. What's the next team? I'm gonna rattle you
next team, Carolina Hurricanes. Going with their superstar Eric Stahl.
He's got to kind of pick it up and stay.
I think
just stay healthy. Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, just Skinner
healthy.
also,
he's an impact player.
You know, we saw that Carolina had a lot of heart last year, and I don't think this year's going to be much better. But you know, if you have Stahl in there, you know, doing what he's doing, performing at an elite level, just keep the team's spirit up, and you won't burn and die.
You don't know. Carolina could. They put some winning streaks together last year. You don't know what they can do. They had a lot of injury issues, and they had. It's not a hell of a lot of talent on the team. That's a rebuild job.
A lot of heart.
A lot of heart. We like Carolina over here. Wait, next team.
Oh, I only did the first 5 teams.
Okay.
We could rattle off a couple of these.
All right, that's good for me.
This went well.
I like that. You could do top 10s and stuff. That could be your new bid if we got time.
Top 10s.
You do Huffman. You do Huffman top 10s, and then I'll criticize them, like I just did. You'll work hard.
I can do like that top 5 stars of the week once the season starts.
Do you have any other stories? Or is that it?
You know, that's other than the Kane thing. I mean, that's really.
Oh, do the Mayon Rayom thing, and we'll end the show.
Oh, okay. The son of what's her name? Manon Rayom.
Mayon Rayom. If I'm saying, am I saying that right, Frenchie Ben? Tell me in the chat. But go ahead.
Anyway, her son, Dylan St. Cyr, committed to Michigan.
Yes, he committed to Michigan State. What's his name? Gary? Was it Gary St. Cyr? Is that his father's name?
His father's name, not entirely sure. I was asking you that.
I think it was Gary. He used to play for the New Jersey Rock and Rollers. That's where he met Mayon Rayom, who's smoking hot and actually skated with the. She still looks good in her 40-year-old ass. I spent many a night in my room digging up the tape that I had of her skating around in a Tampa Bay Lightning outfit when I was a teenager. I was absolutely in love with that woman. That's why I told you. I actually told him to put in the story because I so love Mayon Rayom.
Tommy's going to be watching the WNHL in a closed room.
Yeah.
No, hockey stuff. Go away, Andy.
It's Wickenheiser. Stop everything. Yeah, I know. You know.
Yeah. Come on, Riveters. Yeah.
Now I know what to call you at the Riveters. Mayon Rayom was actually she skated the Tampa Bay Lightning preseason game. I want to say 1993. Phil Esposito was the general manager, and it was kind of a publicity stunt. It turned out he pretended it wasn't at the time. She's gone on record and says she knew that, but I always liked her. Because she's just like she wasn't probably tall enough, you know, and you know.
No, she was not very big.
15.
I think she won a silver or gold medal too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. If you're creating a player in NHL 15, you have the option to make them a female.
Yeah.
You just not realize it?
Yeah. But they kind of used her, and it wasn't very nice to kind of tease her like that. But it did,
Make a female enforcer.
Well, I mean, keep in mind this is hockey in Florida.
Yeah. She's only a little older than me. Oh God, I miss you. It's 5'3", 130 pounds.
That's what I'm gonna. When I go, I'm gonna go play NHL 15 and make a female enforcer.
It's actually, I don't think you'd be the first guy that's done that.
She
got a silver in Nagano. She got a silver in Nagano.
No, you don't have to do that. Just control the. Just control Alex Semin.
Yeah, she's got a nice little career. Mayon's got a really nice little career. Look at this.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a female enforcer. I'm gonna have her start a bunch of fights, and then have her get knocked out, and have everybody think that in the game world that whoever knocked her out's a creep.
She won a silver medal in Nagano. I think two Americans win the gold that year. I don't know. Did they? Let me check. And she's got 2 golds in the Women's World Championship in 92 and 94. It's very, very impressive. Now this has everything, so I'm not gonna fucking watch all that shit. Whatever. But Mayon Riom, she was so cute. I started digging French girls. You know. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's plugs and get out of here. What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good show.
Good.
Apart from my computer dying. Yeah.
No, we got through.
No, it was a good show. I thought it was a good show.
realized we can't be alone together.
Yeah. We learned a lot about each other.
Yeah.
Can't be alone together.
Mm-hmm. We did it for almost 2 years. None anymore. We actually hate each other now.
Yes. Now that's going to start. Me and Jake don't get along.
Yeah.
I just can't.
We're gonna let's start the rumors.
There's not a lot of hockey funny men out there. You know. They're hard to come by.
That's right.
We just gotta have to learn to work.
So we just get along just enough for the show.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the show's over, I just get out and we actually fight for like 5 minutes.
You just hear this. Bring in Frenchie Ben in after this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got announcements to make.
As soon as the relationship is completely severed, Frenchie Ben will take over for me.
I got a couple announcements. Right. Next week, the 16th, will be the last show for a week. We're shutting down the channel completely. I got to go on vacation. We'll be back the 30th of August.
Where are you going?
I don't know, like a bunch of different places all around Europe. I don't want to tell because I got this crazy feminist chasing me. I don't want to tell anybody. I got a fucking stalker.
Really?
She's cute too. She's batshit crazy. Batshit crazy, but kind of cute.
You know.
Yeah. She has no idea how much I don't give a fuck. I guess
she on Twitter?
Nah, she's just one of these broads that's good looking. Yeah, she's one of these broads that's good looking. And everybody kind of like walks around fucking on and probably on Twitter too. Like kind of walks on ice for her because she's like a hot chick. But I'm middle aged. I have children. I have one on the way. I have a wife, and you probably wouldn't sleep with me anyway. So I'm gonna tell you like it is. She sends me a thing. She goes, she blocks me, and then she unblocks me. She goes, do you know why I blocked you? She goes, do you want to know why you blocked me? I just wrote back one word. No. You know, you're fucking nuts. I was kind of glad. The thing that was crazy is she started screaming at me and cursing at me, and this is like out the gate, just because I retweeted a Jack Malay tweet. And we never even got to talk about Kane. We just talked about what an idiot and how unsophisticated I was. It's a really great thread. You got to read it.
Why is she from Europe?
She's from Chile.
Oh.
For those lack of sophistication. She said I'm very unsophisticated and stupid. She said mean things.
That's in South America. They don't have hockey down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was another funny fucking thing too. She was just like, she goes, "Tell me what SJW means, and tell me why you think I should know." And then I'm like, I looked at her account, like, oh, she's from Chile. She's going to play I'm the Poor Little Third World Girl while she's on her internet and with all her pictures by the beach, you know. So I just said, I don't want to tell you, and it's social justice warrior. That's what it means. And she goes, you have no idea what it's like to live in a place like Chile where you don't have access to Google in English, and it's not that. I was like, yeah, I have every fucking idea. I live in Germany, and I gotta get fucking Google in English, you big dummy. So I know how, and I sent her the link, and she still couldn't figure it out. Big dummy. She called me stupid and lazy and unsophisticated. Can you believe that, Jake?
I can believe it.
Of course I'm unsophisticated. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot that does a hockey show.
You should tell her, listen, go back to your mud hut. And fucking...
I told her to go make my iPod, you know. She called me, she thinks I'm German. She called me a German elitist. I was like, yeah, that's right. Now go make my iPod, you know. But
it's like when she hears you talk, she'll be like...
You really should check the thread. It's funny as hell. JohnFreemanMusic.com.
I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, you gotta look for it. It's really funny. Oh, you won't miss it. You'll see some good ones. JohnFreemanMusic.com, JohnFreemanMusic.com, JohnFreemanMusic.com. Please check out John Freeman, the official musician of the Shot from the Point channel, whatever. You can check me at Tommy C, SFTB, PP, even if you're crazy and shit. At Shot from the Point, one word on Skype. Call me anytime. Leave a message. I might even play it.
She's actually a Red Wings fan.
Was she? I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
I'm reading her thing now.
Yeah, she's fucking batshit crazy.
Fantasy hockey and other stuff. My house is... Oh, she lives on an avocado farm.
Yeah, maybe I'm being too judgmental. She should be able to get fucking Twitter in English. She sure could scream and call me. She was really effective at calling me an idiot in English.
You should just go up there. Holy guacamole!
I support
tons of like avocado references.
This is interesting. Pure in Finland just said, "I support 88" is a pretty big hashtag on Twitter. I don't know how anybody could do that. Not at this stage. Ew. That's what Frenchie Ben writes right after that. Ew. Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down and say I really mean Eric Lindros.
yeah, do that. I mean Eric Lindros. That's a good tweet. That's a good idea. I'm gonna be streaming this week, I think, some World of Warcraft. I'm going to go to a server where they do role playing. And I'm going to interact with people on Twitch, so check that out at Shot from the Point Live. It should be funny.
Wow. Oh, shit.
I'm going to break the fourth wall. I'm going to go into character and in and out as I see fit and do funny stuff, so check that out.
Tommy's going to be a level 6 dwarf.
Yeah, I'm going to start it from the very beginning, and I'm going to interact with just to see how it goes. Yeah. I am a dwarf, by the way. That's my fucking first character. Everybody makes fun of dwarves.
I know nothing about that game.
Oh, really?
I don't either.
It's a real incredible waste of time, let me tell you. Make sure you sub, like, and share. Donate if you feel like it. Check the link below. Twitch alerts. And Google+. You follow me, I follow you back. If you sub me, I follow you back on Google+. Shot from the Point Hockey on Facebook. Let's go to these gentlemen right here. On my right, look at you slouching all over like you fucking own the place.
That's right. Fucking mailing it in today.
Avocare. Check out Jeff Huffman, Avocare. We have a card in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. If you fucking put your mouse and click on it, you're going to talk about what Jeff is doing with Avocare. He's actually trying to use this to raise money. And he can use it, and he can help you get in better shape. He can look like fucking his crazy ass. Looks like goddamn John Cena, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
So,
you know what, dude? I saw a guy in an Avocare shirt walking down the street.
Yeah.
When I was looking at a house. And this guy looked fucking ripped.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
There's something to it, man.
There might be something to this Avocare. Hell, I might even have to jump on board.
How tall are you, Jeff?
5'11" and 15/16.
You're not exactly short. Yeah. So
I'm 5'10".
Look what it's done to this guy. Yeah. He's a beast.
I'm not the only one. Plenty of other stories out there.
Yeah.
Click that thing in the upper right-hand corner. It's one of our cards, and we're gonna be putting it on more often. And
you're interested? Got any questions? Shoot them my way.
Kid him on Twitter, GrandSlam87. And he'll be able to help you out. And remember, there's not just like you don't have to be a fucking big crazy bodybuilder like fucking
me.
You don't gotta be. Right. You don't gotta be a big crazy bodybuilder. You don't. I
always carb load, but then I don't feel like doing a race today. That's what happened.
Yeah, sure. At Jake Link Comedy on Twitter, he's gonna fucking make a bunch of offensive stuff about the Patrick Kane situation.
I support 88.
I support. I mean,
I'm gonna put in like wide receivers from the.
Oh God, do that! If you do that, I'll tweet every one of them. I'll retweet every one of them. That's a fucking great idea. I support 88, and just like different.
Different players.
Different players to the number. Look up different players over the 88, and then just write. And Lindros didn't do it. What's Avocare, Black Mamba? Check it out. Check it out in the upper right-hand corner, right where I put that little Shot from the Point Live logo that I just moved over just now. That's what you do. All right. I don't know. Something looks. So I did something different, but I don't know. Well, what else? That's it, right? I think. We're gonna do commercials again.
You'll lose weight in days, Black Mamba.
Yes.
You have to work hard.
You always have to work hard.
You gotta work hard, but this stuff works. It's because you work hard, and we know.
Well,
Jeff does
You gotta put. You gotta put in work.
You gotta put in work.
Black Mamba, chubby little fella.
I don't know. I think he might be. I'm not sure. Yeah, you do. You got to commit to shit like this, you know. But it's not like you got to look like Jeff. You can just get in shape. Like
too many chimichangas there, Black Mamba.
Yeah, you got to put in work, but you know this stuff gives you the kick in the ass that you need.
It's like Coke. No, it's not.
I know
like
it's
Coke.
It's
Black Mamba
not
can get that right out of King's game.
That's too funny. They're fucking picking on him now. I love Black Mamba. I love Dr.
I do
T.
too. I love picking on him. The one day when I stuck up for Jeff, he was, you know, you used to be my favorite.
Really?
No, that wasn't Jeff. It was Matt. And I stuck up for Matt. That whole thing. He used to be my favorite. Are you done trying to save Matt?
I love Matt.
I love Matt and I love Black Mamba. I love everybody here.
Yeah.
He wants to look like Brock Lesnar.
He wants to look like Brock Lesnar. I wouldn't want to look like that even if I could.
Could definitely help.
Would you want to look like that, Jeff?
Brock Lesnar?
Yeah. Would you want to look like that if you could?
No, I'd actually like to look, ideally like Randy Orton.
Yeah, he looks good. That's because like I wonder if chicks like it overdoes it with chicks sometimes. Like you do like the only reason I want to look like that is because I want to get laid, and more often, and I think like whenever I see a chick that works out, it's like ew. You know, I wonder if there's like a level that like you could just have too much muscles for chicks even. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Of course. Have you ever seen bodybuilder competitions?
Oh God, they're disgusting.
Yeah.
They're
just straight out just ugh.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Joe. Check out Joe Cronin Show, Best Time in Wrestling. You can check the description box below. And then Dead on Dave, who just passed 1,000 subs, and he's closing in on us. Congratulations to Dead on Dave. In the crease.
What do you mean 1,000 subs? You mean how many subs he ate this year?
He's only like 20 off us now. You know that?
Wow.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job.
Oh.
He's done a fantastic job.
Yes.
People really connecting.
He's gonna blow us out of the water. It'll be like shot from the point.
He'll be ahead of us by next week. That's the pace he's on.
Actually, by the way, the meme that I was talking about, I just posted it, and I realized he wasn't listening to the show, and he just messaged it in the group chat. What the hell, Jake? So like everyone else is like, and then he just what?
In the crease with Tommy C making a comeback, right after we get back again. We'll be on the 16th, and after the 16th, we'll be shut down until the 30th. Wait a minute, is that next week? Yes, from the 16th to the 30th. So, only missing one show. 16th to the 30th, we're done. And then September, we're bringing back In the Crease, probably at the end of it. Iron that shit out with Dave. So we'll get hockey shows on this channel, or podcast, from Sunday to Thursday. Oh! Fuck! We are now working our way on eyes. SFTP.podbean.com. SFTP@podbean.com. Right after, every Monday. Oh, fuck, the music ran out. That's how long I was doing that shit. Every Monday, SFTP@podbean.com. We're uploading this as a, what do you call it? Podcast. But you can take it where you go, listen on your phone, download it, collect it, do whatever the fuck you want with it. SFTP@Podbean. Go follow us over there, or just go listen to us. If you missed the show and you want to do it on your phone, or download it to your iPod, iPad, or wherever that feminist made me last week, over there in her mud hut with the avocados, you're good. Go listen to it. SFTP.podbean.com. And we should be on iTunes within the next, I think we get 5 shows up there. I can petition iTunes or some shit like that. I don't know. SFTP and SFTP.podbean.com is compliments of you, the listener, and the donator, because that's how we're supporting that directly through here. So thank you. And that's it. Right. I've had enough of this shit. Fucking Patrick Kane.
All right, guys. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
No, get this right, week. Bean Brain.
Okay. All right.
Next week we're good.
Okay.
If you want to be there, you're more than welcome. Okay. And next week you're fantastic. And then the week after that we're off, and then we come back. It'd be the last day of August. So we're good. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. I'm Tommy C. And we'll see you bastards next week. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shot from the Point Live. Thanks for listening. See ya.